Hello guys, hope you are all doing great. I'm very happy to be fully back once again. I've left sickness behind. I was sick for a very long time, for at least 3 weeks. Yeah, but as you can see from my looks, I am a lot better and I'm happy to be back fully trading. Yeah, so this week was an eye-opening week for me. Yeah, because I've battled with consistency for the longest of times now, for at least 3 months. But I'm beginning to have a pathway in my trading. And like I said, I think last week or my last video or the previous one, I said that I was going to be limiting the pairs I trade more. Initially, I used to trade like 5 pairs, and this worked for me for between November and March before it started misbehaving. I started having a lot of consistency. So after much back and forth, I decided that okay, let me reduce the pairs further, and that has really helped me because even though the movement of most of the pairs that may be very consistent because I'm trading 1 or 2 pairs, the consistency doesn't really hit me. So when I make profit, I'm able to keep my profits and not give it back to the market with other pairs that are consistent at the same time as the pair that I may want to trade. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the best way I can put it. Yeah, so I've seen consistency and I'm really happy about it. As of today, I have only pound USD and gold on my watch list, and even though I still trade both of them on my Foreign Trader Markets account, I'm looking towards maybe having a second account where I trade only gold and the other account where I trade only pound USD. So I don't mix these trades. I don't mix these pairs up in one account. So I think that's another very good way you can think about it. If you still want to trade multiple pairs, then just trade them separately on different accounts. So you can buy 3 accounts. One is for gold, one is for pound USD, one is for NAS 100 or pound JPY or whatever other pair you like to trade. So, and this will help you know where the problem is, so you don't model everything up and have this consistency problem that have had for a long time. Yes, so this week was very good for me. Last week I showed you um how I shot up from drawdown and back into within the range of break even. This week I went very high in profit again, but about it Wednesday or Thursday was a very bad day for gold for me, and I incurred 3 losses after going up to 5 point something hour up. That 5 point something or 6 point something hour up, I incurred 3 losses, which brought me back to 2 hour, 3 hour up. So I'm still up on the account, but guess what? I'm getting fed up of this account already. I cannot keep on going back and forth for almost 2 months now. So this coming week is either I pass this challenge or I lose it. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my risk further. At the moment, I risk 1%, and if I had been risking 2% initially, I would have crossed the challenge because remember there was time I told you I went to 8%, 9% came down, 8%, 9% came down. So that has to stop, and I can't keep on trading this foreign trader market account for more than 2 months in phase one. No, I'm already fed up of it. So what I'm going to do coming into this week is either I lose the account or I cross the challenge. And I'm sure you guys will be here with me next week to see what the outcome would be. Yes, so I'm going to up my risk maybe to 2%. I'll check the daily drawdown. I think it's at 5. So if it's at 5%, it means I can take 2 trades of 2%. That will be 4% if I lose both. And if I get a 2 hour win on maybe 2 days, that will be 4 hour, 4 hour, and definitely I cross the challenge. So that's my plan going into this week. Yeah, so I've come into this video with a plan for next week, and I really hope that I'm going to succeed with this plan. I want you guys to watch me next week, and I would let you know if the plan worked or not. All right, so that's it. Enough rambling. Let me go into my foreign trader markets account and show you how my week went, and also show you how I performed trading this week. Alright guys, this is my funded trader markets account, and so as you can see immediately, I have $650 profit in the account as it stands, and how many percent is that? That's 2.6% of this account. Yeah, 2.6. So if I go into next week and I risk 2% and I get my win my first two trades, that will be 8% because I will be going for 2 hours. That will be 8% and I will cross this challenge in 2 days. So let's really see how that would play out. And if you look here, you will see that you see what I've been talking about. I've shown this chart for the longest of times now. If I was risking 2% here, I would have crossed this challenge this first week. If I was risking 2% here, I would have crossed this challenge the second week. And if I was risking 2% here, I would have crossed this challenge in the third week too. Yeah, so but look at me running down again to draw down, and then I've recovered this account. And if I reach 2% next week and I get this kind of performance, I will also still cross this challenge. Yes, so I really, really can't wait till next week to see how this goes. Okay, let me go straight to the performance for the week. So this is my calendar, and you can immediately see that for this month I've had the best trading week this week that just passed. And you can see on Monday I won my whole 5 hour, which was $1,248 profit. On Tuesday I got some good profit. On Wednesday I got some good profit, and then on Thursday this was a bad day because what was his name? Gold refused to move in my direction. Okay, so for the week I had a total of $1,032 profit. And if I scroll down, you would see the some of the trades I took. If you look to the right, you'll see three quick losses here. These losses happened on one day, and what's the rest date? This is 17, 17, 17. So these three losses happened on gold on one day. Like I was trying to buy this gold. This is the day it happened. I was trying to buy, but refused to buy, and I just abandoned it. And I had some good. There was a day I also had a very good win on gold. That was on Monday. I think Monday was 13th or 14th. So that was my performance for the week. Let me quickly go into my chart and show you the trades that I took. So this is let me go to gold. I also traded pound USD, but it was on another account. But this is gold. The trades I took on gold this week. And let me start on Monday. Yeah, so I got this win on Monday. I got this one on Monday. Let me see if I can quickly break it down. So for Monday, this area was just resistance. With 4 hours. Yeah, so this area was just an area where I expected price to reject from because it was a resistance area, and you can see that the first candle went there, rejected. The second one went there, and I expected to reject as well. Yeah, so and that was the reason why I took this trade. The same thing here. This one was this was on Tuesday. This other trade you see here, and there was a break of this level right here. This is on the 4 hour. There was a break of this level with this impulse. So on retracement, I want to get my entry. So if I go back, if I go to the lower time frame, the 1 hour time frame, so this is the area that was broken. You can see it here, an imaginary trend line. I don't have to draw it. There was this impulse that broke it. Then there was this pullback, and on this neckline, with test of this neckline, I was considering to enter this market. And after I got some bearish signals, I entered the market and I got out with a 3 hour win on Tuesday. Yeah, so then on Wednesday was almost similar thing happened on Wednesday. Monday was bearish, as you can see. Tuesday was bearish. So I expected Wednesday to be bearish too, at least for some time, even if it was still going to change direction. And so as you will see here, I entered at the test of this support turned resistance at this point. And so this trade was I was supposed to get the full 4 hour. It was 4 hour I targeted for this trade, but then there was news on this day. Was it this day? I think there was news on this day, or there was a very deep pullback that I didn't expect. I think this day on Tuesday there was news. Then on Wednesday there was a very deep pullback I didn't expect, and I got in premature on this trade. I didn't really get to win anything. Then this is the day I was talking about that I took three losses. It was on Thursday, and I was expecting this market to buy because, of course, right here you see that the market has calmed down and it makes this very strong push. This is on Wednesday, and you can imagine two 1 hour candles, and we're back here before the rejection down. So I was expecting another strong push to the upside. So I really wanted to buy this market. And from this level, we've made a very deep retracement to this point. And this is where I took the first trade. Let me go to 15 minutes. So this is where I took the first trade, even though we were still on a bearish trend quite alright. But that's one thing with gold. Many a times it makes its move when it's still on the former trend. So if you don't enter at impulse, you will most likely miss the opportunity. Yes, so and that's why I tried to enter even before a confirmation on this trade. I took the first one, it went loss, it came down a bit. I took the second one, it went in loss. Then there's another one I took here again, which is on this chart, to complete the three losses for it. Then I just relaxed. So when you make sure you have cleared everybody within this level, then you decide to make the move. So that's one thing about gold. And this is what I'm talking about. If you wait for confirmation here, you may miss this trade. Yes, so because it was still on a bearish trend when it made this push to the upside. So if maybe I had saved my time, saved one of my trades here and taken it here, I would have finally gotten all the profits for that day. That's how I missed out on that trade on that day. Then on July 18th, which is Friday, so this is an example of what I'm saying again about gold. So there is this bearish trend to the downside, but I wanted to buy this pair on Friday as well. So there was this bearish trend to the downside, and I waited for confirmation. You see, this one I didn't wait for confirmation. I got three losses. Okay, this one I shouldn't have waited for confirmation. I should have entered straight after this big bullish 15 minutes candle. But I wanted to see a break and then a retest for confirmation before taking the trade, and that was what hurt me. And that was how I missed the whole of this juicy move. If I had taken after this candle, this would have been a very clean 3 hour win. Yeah, look at it. It would have been a very quick because I really wanted to buy this day, and I would have aimed for this resistance line I have here. So this would have been a very good 3 hour win, but then I didn't take the trade because I was waiting for an impulse, correction, and continuation. But gold doesn't always do that. That's one thing you guys have to know. If you trade gold, then you need to have your direction. Then after some, you need to find an entry criteria. I don't know how to best to explain, but you need to find an entry criteria. Yeah, for this my own case, when as long as there is an impulse, I sometimes I use Fibonacci to measure the impulse, and I'm waiting around 50 to 61.8%. And if price gets there, any small, maybe 5 minutes or 15 minutes bullish candle I see, I take the trade. Yeah, even though I may miss some, but most of the time I really win it. And if I had done that here, I would have won this trade for a good 3 hour win. Okay, so that's it. That was how I performed this week, and for me, it was a very positive week. Yeah, because apart from the fact that I learned a lot, I still had some profits to keep this week. But mark my words, next week I'm crossing this challenge. Either I'm losing it or I'm crossing it, because I can't be in a merry-go-round for 4 weeks, and that's my view. That's my take from this week that just passed. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'm so happy. I'm very happy to have you guys. I'm very sorry for the period when I was inconsistent due to illness, but I'm back and I'm going to be giving you guys hot back to back. And trust me, it's upwards from here. There's no going down anymore. I've struggled for the longest. I've struggled since March. We're at the end of July. Yeah, that's March, April, May, June, July. 5 good months. So from now, it's going to be profits all the way. And I will be glad to see you guys join me in making these profits. All right. So if you enjoy this content and you want to keep following me, you want to keep seeing my journey, it will help you, it will encourage you because it's not always all good as they make you see, as the most gurus make you see. And so we are here to show you the reality of trading. So please do like, share with your friends, and see you in the next video. Bye.